Good evening. Welcome to Damaged. It is Sunday. We're doing Daggerheart, so therefore it's Mecipiyan, of course. So, the last we were here, you'd all gathered in the island flagging, where Lethruto was handed an envelope with the seal of Carpathia's Fruit Emporium on it. As you all eat and drink, you talk about the day's events in detail. The imposter Erin, and the current whereabouts of the real Erin. The missing Eben Fagerson. Dryala being found out in the woods. The strange places in the woods. The dips being a possible ritual site. And that in a magical environment, if an ancient being called Lightning, a daughter fairy could be summoned. Are all these things linked? Possibly, possibly not. Desdemona is encouraged to try thinking about the before times and recalls that two figures came into where she was, those two figures being Drazik and Lethruto. But she doesn't remember why she was in the dark, only that she'd been in the dark for some time. You also make plans to go to the Dips on Saturday, or maybe after Desdemona's fight on Friday evening. Roban stays in the room at the Ale and Flagon to have an early night. Desdemona flies off saying she too has training in the morning and should have an early night. Indra joins Drazik in his pay off the bar tab job. They head off to pick as bridge herbalists and find a covered wagon? Don't know what wagon is. And a very nervous Dridmir Waltz, who's slightly surprised to see Drazik and Indra. Drazik then confuses him even more by saying that Dridmir had sent him a note saying to meet here. And then he tries to slit his throat and bite his head off. So a fight then ensues. And Indra gets the killing blow on Dridmir. Throwing the body into the back of the wagon, the pair of murderers? Wagon thieves. Wagon delivery drivers. There you go. And they attempt to drive the wagon up the street. But as neither of them have driven a wagon before, it takes a while to get the horses moving. As they move off, lights start to be lit in houses nearby, possibly to see what the commotion is. As they move normally and calmly and sedately, the lights in the houses go off as there appears to be nothing to see here. However, a guard patrol comes up the road and they stop Drazik and Indra and ask if they've seen a man acting strangely. They say no and tell the guards they are off to the docks. The guards then move off to the bridge. As they approach the meeting point, Indra realises that Dridmir has been dripping blood all the way along the road. The guards discover the blood at the bridge and start running back towards them. The contact that they meet takes the bar tab and control of the cart as Drazik and Indra vanish into the shadow. Well, Drazik vanishes into the shadows, then realises Indra is struggling and pulls her with him. The man with the shiny suit and the orange beard does some strange magic, and both he and the cart disappear. Mission success! However, Lethruto is also on a mission. He heads up to Mender's, where his appointment is. He transforms himself so that he looks like Desdemona, and heads into the Scalebane's forge, and asks after Talbot Scalebane, and finds out that he should be at home right now, but he'll be back in work tomorrow. Lethruto thanks them for the information, wanders away, and when out of sight, transforms back into himself, and scouts out the building where Talbot lives. Noting this is a quiet residential area, he sees that the ground floor seems empty. He then plans a route up the building and enters through the window. Finding a typical dwarven bachelor pad, take-out boxes and empty beer bottles everywhere, and also an adorable cave burgle which is staring at him. Making a tentative friendship, Lethruto then checks out the rest of the apartment. Finding Talbot asleep in the bedroom, he kills him, takes the cave burgle, feeding it some gold, and then wanders out into the darkness, seeking home. Indra and Drazik, meanwhile, head back to the Ale and Flagon to get some rest and heal up. Waking early the next day, Roban and Desdemona head straight to the Colosseum. A lot of other fighters are arriving as well, and Janice is already practicing. Desdemona and Roban head into the practice arena and spar with Janice and Danzo. Things start getting a little dangerous almost straight away, and Chindra has to step in and tell them to save it for tonight. Then has a brainwave and arranges for the four of them to fight this evening, a pair each. Lethruto wakes to a sleeping cave burgle that appears to have eaten a significant amount of his gold. He takes it to his friend Lishteen, and who advises that they really shouldn't have been eating gold, so Lethruto spins a little story about rescuing it from the dwarves up in Mender's. And Lishteen agrees that perhaps rehoming it outside the city would be a better idea. Drazik reports into Clara and learns how to pay for drinks. It's a very vital skill that he could use in everyday life. Indra heads up to the library and researches the dips, but finds nothing at all and suspects the information has been pulled from the library. They then turn their attention to the Forest of Kell, finding out a lot of general information, but also finding one paper entitled Myths of the Simia, with references to breaks, which is where the membrane between worlds is thinner in places. The last entry in this very short paper is, "I found a break, I will investigate." And that was the last that anybody saw of Andor Skill, the author of this paper. Eventually everyone heads back to the Ale and Flagon to rest up before the big fight. And that is where we'll pick it up, with you just finishing your midday meal, or early evening, afternoon meal. So any session tokens you need to reset, prayer dice, etc., do so now. I don't think everybody should be sort of ready to go. They shouldn't have any health missing or anything like that. So we pick it up with about an hour or so before Roban and Desdemona need to be back at the Colosseum for their fight. What would you like to do? Nothing. Watchful, everybody dies. No, okay.
No. I was about to be like, so dead's dead, and then I thought that's really cool just to come straight off the bat and make Jay talk. I think
who's going to win
Roban.
tonight then? I just need to know who to bet on.
Hopefully myself and Roban.
Hopefully. How hopeful is definite then? Do I need to slip them on Bicky Finn to make sure you win?
I think we will have it. There's one kind of newbie with someone who's a little bit below me, but
Have you got a sore throat there? I can't hear you.
Am I quiet?
You're a little quiet.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Hard to tell you're talking.
Hopefully we will win. There's a new person there and someone who's a little bit below me, but yeah, maybe put your money on us.
Fair enough.
But if we do win and you do put your money on us, we'll take a cut of that too, yeah?
Well, if you want to contribute to the bet, then absolutely. If you don't contribute to the bet, then
I'm not entirely sure that's ethically possible. Ginger might have a word with us.
You can bet on yourself. You're not fixing anything, you're just betting on yourself, aren't you?
Why would I need... I got my axe fixed the other day.
Yeah, well, maybe you'll need to get it polished or sharpened.
Am I right in thinking that the dwarf that would be there to look after our equipment wasn't there when we were training?
Correct. Yes. The dwarf what normally looks after our equipment is a scalebane.
Yes.
The scalebane dwarf that was there would normally be there wasn't there. I think he was the one that...
Maybe he just had too much beer.
I don't think dwarves can ever have too much beer.
That's a very dwarvish answer.
He was a good chap. He's a very good chap and a very good blacksmith, so hopefully he'll be back tomorrow.
That would be good. So, do you want it on the bet then?
I will say no. I don't think that my morals could cope with that.
I think if Shindra found out...
So all you're doing, if you're betting on yourself, is just showing your confidence in your ability. It's not like you're betting on yourself to lose and then you lose. So there's no ethics or morals involved. All you're doing is... showing your trust in yourself.
But then if I lose and I've bettered myself, it will feel double as worse.
Yes, and so you should, because I would have lost money on you.
But yes, right. I think me and Desda will have to leave. It's about an hour or so until we fight. We'll have to get ready.
I will see you there.
Okay.
Good luck, if you need it.
Thank you,
Thank
Jack.
So, as the pair of them get up to go to the arena, what's everybody else doing?
Well, I'm going to have a sit and wait to go down to place my bets.
Okay. Yeah, I mean we can skip right to the arena. Let's Desdemona and
I didn't have
Roman.
anything to do.
You don't. Okay.
No.
All right.
Yeah,
could-
I'll head over to the arena at
Yeah.
some point.
Okay.
Um,
Rightio. Okay, so Desdemona, Roman, you turn up at the arena. Chindra greets you. Good. All ready? All wanting to go? Yeah.
Yes, we're ready. Just warm
Excellent.
up and
Right. Well, as I say, you're second on for this four-way, well, this sort of pairs fight that we've got going on. Let's have a look. See who's up first. I did write them down. I did. Okay, so Coil is going to be fighting. You know, Coil Fairbreeze is a sort of long blonde hair, big human stack, lots of muscles. Tends to fight with a pair of swords. Yeah,
Coils. He reminds me of a dashing man. I think his name was Tinlin.
no idea who that is, but yeah, okay. So yeah, we've got Coil. He's going up against Grint. You know that Grint is a goblin. He's been at the fighting pits for quite some time. He is. He likes to fight with daggers. He usually has two or three of them on him at least. But he fights dirty, and the crowd love him for it, because he always gets mismatched with these huge fighters and usually wins. So that fight is about to start. The arena, you can underneath the arena where the waiting area is for your bouts, you can see other fighters getting ready, and just like last minute prep, and you can hear the noise of the crowd outside. It sounds really, really loud tonight. There's lots of people in the arena. So we'll leave you to preparing. The rest of you, as you wander up to the arena, you pay a handful of gold each to get in, and you can basically sit anywhere you like. If you want to go see the bookies, there are some.
Yeah, I'll definitely go see the bookies.
Okay.
Yep.
Intro, you going to the bookies as well?
It makes no sense.
Okay. So, it's an unknown pairing. Roban is quite well known, so he has a little bit of an edge. He's kind of waiting it to be the favourite. So, I'm going to say it'll be. I'm going to say it's 4-1 for the other pair to win, or 2-1 for Roban and Desta to win.
I'll put a bag of gold on Roban
Okay.
Yeah.
and Desdemona.
So Drazik, 1 bag. 2-1. Yep. Anyone else?
yeah, I'll do so.
Okay. And Intra, the same, or Something different.
No, Intro doesn't gamble.
Oh, okay. Righto. So, you can grab... you put a bag of gold on Roban and Desdemona to win. So if you're successful, you'll get your original bag back and 2 extra.
Yep.
Okay. So, the current fight you can watch underway is this big burly human with the long blonde hair fighting a tiny goblin who appears to be running around like a crazy person, just like waving daggers in the air. He's literally doing that and almost stabs himself in the head. But yeah, he's sort of running around, and the crowd are going, because this human guy can't catch him. He's got 2 swords. He's just like trying to find this goblin, and you can see that as the fight goes on, the human's getting more and more tired, and the goblin just keeps nipping in behind him and just hamstringing him. So eventually, the fighter just collapses onto the ground with just blood all up the back of his legs, and the goblin goes and stands on him, and just like, and the crowd is going boo. Absolutely hated him. But yeah, he's as they go off, the goblin's like champion, and the arena is cleared, and out come 4 people. So we've got Desdemona and Roban, obviously you know, and then we have sorry, let me get that back up. Where is that one? There we go. We have Janice and Danzo. So Janice is a halfling, again, lots of daggers on her. Seems to be wearing some quite nice leather armour. And Danzo, who uses a big pole arm and a little bit of scale mail armour on. So, what I would like is for have a dex check from the pair of you to see who
What's
goes.
the dex?
Sorry,
Finesse.
Roll, please.
Oh yes, let's get rid of all of these D20s and go back to some D12s.
Conveniently have my arcane gauntlets equipped instead of my halberd.
Really poor from me. Really
Okay.
poor.
So we've
Almost equipped.
got a total here of 15 for that pair. What have you got?
I hope you've got 12 or above then, because I've got 3.
3,
I got 13.
13, 16. Nice. So, you 2 get to go first. What would you like to do?
I would like to just find 2 different D12s in case
Okay.
these ones keep rolling as poorly as they have been just from this first roll.
Okay, so Desda, as you got the higher roll, you could get to go first. What would you like to do?
I'm going to remember what Shindra said about me potentially being a villain, and I'm just going to kind of like look up at the crowd, just kind of flex my wings, hold up my claws, and dive at the halfling. who's now
Okay.
deaf.
Make an attack, please.
Is 14 plus 17 with hope.
17 with hope. Take your hope. And 17 definitely hits. So roll your damage, please.
Also, get because we are out in the open, I get to use my wings, Sentinel Wings of Light.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend a hope
Awesome.
on this hit, and I get to do an additional 1d8 damage
Nice.
on top of my normal damage. Oop, shit. Dealing... blimey. 26 points of damage.
Ooh. That's a lot.
2d10 plus 1d8, 986.
Go there. So that's a big hit for her, as you can see as she reels back from your impact. Roban.
How far away are we from these where we're starting off?
You're about 20 feet. Separates you.
Okay, I can't use that then because it's not quite far enough.
Oh, well, if you want to be 30 feet away, you can be 30 feet away.
Yeah, it's just that. So it's basically for my charge. It has to be far.
I'll
just as
say
far
that
as-
you probably started just behind Desdemona because obviously you know you're going to use this feature, so
Yeah. So so the plan is I would charge into them using my charge ability, which I have to make an agility roll for.
Okay.
And if all goes well, I would like go for, I can't remember the big guy's name.
Danzo.
Danzo, and go for Danzo with my sword.
Okay.
So ability check. Agility, sorry, not ability. It's 17.
17 definitely hits. Oh, sorry, 17
For the ability
for-
check.
for-
Yeah, basically for charge. So when you succeed in an agility roll to move from far or very
Sure.
far range to melee range. Yep.
Yep.
So I will mark a stress for that, which I have to. So I do 1d12 damage for that. So I'll
Nice.
do that now. And that's 8.
8.
And that's on both of them if they're both together.
Okay. They are no longer both together because Desdemona.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, no, yeah, I was just making sure. And then so with that, I charge. I've kind of sort of like just confused Danzo a little bit. Then I go in for that slash with my sword.
Well, you do note that 8 points of damage. He just takes it. He just doesn't seem to bother him in the slightest.
Yeah. And that there's only a check, so that's like a reaction roll, isn't it, for that check?
No, that would have been a.
That would have been
yeah,
hope.
yes. No, that's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And that's 14 to hit Danzo.
With
My
Hope or
longsword.
fear?
Oh, with hope. Sorry.
okay, with longsword. Yeah, no, that doesn't hit. I'm afraid. He just
Okay.
dances out of the way.
Yeah. So I just kind of stand there waiting for
Okay,
anything
so
to happen.
Desdemona.
Hmm.
He's still with you because
Okay.
nobody's rolled with fear yet.
Yeah. I'm going to.
Actually, I will interrupt that and I will
Use a hit
spend
to interrupt.
fear.
Nice.
Because let's see, it's okay. Janice is going to attack Desdemona. Oh, not with that. She's not. That's a 7. Eesh.
Blimey. I have,
Okay.
I think, the lowest evasion in this party.
And she is going to mark a stress to allow Danzo to make an attack. So that's slightly better. That's an 11.
That misses.
Misses. Okay. Away you go then. Back to you guys.
I'm going to show off my shiny weapon. I'm going to swap to my axe tail
Okay.
and swing it around to try and bash the. What was she attacking me with?
Just daggers.
Daggers. I'm going to try and like smash the daggers out of her hands.
Okay.
Roll. That is. Oh, that's a crit. That's 2 11s.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. So, what
Remember,
does your normal damage roll?
With the halberd, it's 2d10 plus 2.
So that's 22. So
Is it? I don't. Hang on. I wanna
2d10
check the-
is
crit.
20 plus your 2 is 2. And just
Just
roll your
the-
2d10, please.
Okay.
And add that on.
And then I'll mark a hope for the wings again.
Okay, so that's another d8, is it?
Yeah, it's another
So
D8 that I
that's
roll.
30, so roll 2d10 and 1d8.
Does it get counted on the
Yep.
crit?
Crit.
Or does the crit only affect the weapons damage?
I believe crit does all damage.
Oh yeah, I was then just going to have a look at that. 'Cause
That's what I was thinking to check.
yeah.
Let's have a look. Critical success. So you gain a hope, clear a stress. Interesting. I thought it just was all damage, but
Yeah, start with the highest possible value the damage dice can roll. Then make a damage roll as usual, adding it to the value.
so
I'd say that the D8 would be added on afterwards, so it wouldn't
it's still
contribute to the crit.
damage. Still a damage roll. So
Yeah.
I would
Is an extra 1 damage on a successful attack.
yeah, but it's still damage.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to rule that that's 32 so far. 30 points of damage so far. Roll 2d10
Okay.
and 1d8. This
So
monster
30
hit.
so
Yeah, 30 plus whatever it is you roll now.
39, 44.
44.
Wow.
Wow. She's looking really rough as you just smash into her with this axe. She takes a huge gash across her chest, and it looks like it's just missed the artery on her neck as well.
I give her a look of kind of surprise of, oh god, hope. Kind of like,
She looks
did I do
really
that?
bad.
And then-
She's really, really very bad. In
I then
fact,
look to the-
actually, what we're going to do is we're going to do that. Actually, no, we're not. We're not. Forget that. So,
Already forgot.
shoot her a look of, oh fuck, are you okay? But then
She-
to the crowd, I just kind of flex my wings and
Yeah.
roar.
the crowd is
Play it
going
up.
nuts. That opener from you plus this one as just like people are going loopy. Okay, Roban, what are you up to?
Yeah, so I'm going to spend 3 hope
Okay.
to add +1 to my attack rolls until my next fuss.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll just look at Danzo and then just give him like a nod to try and off-put him so he looks at Janice just to see what's happened.
He doesn't. Actually, let's make a roll. Yeah, he doesn't fall for that.
Yeah, so
try,
knowing that
mate.
he is good at dodging from the bout this morning, I've added that +1, and yeah, I'm just gonna go in for a big hit on him with the long sword.
Okay.
That is maths. 24 to hit.
24 definitely hits.
but with
Roll your
fear.
damage. With fear.
Yeah, 10 and 11. That was really not good. 21 points of physical damage.
21 points of physical damage. Nice. Yeah, he's starting to look rough now as well with that big hit. But it is their go. Janice is going to attack again. That's much better. So we're on a 15 to hit.
That's definitely going to hit me.
Okay, let's get some of those. One of those. Ooh, what's that? 6 and 8, 14. That's 16 physical damage as she stabs into you with a knife, and she's going to use a fear.
Mark an armor to reduce that to minor damage.
And she's going to attack again, which is a 14 to hit.
Yeah, it's going to hit.
That is only... That's only 9 points this time.
I will mark an armor to reduce that to nothing.
Okay. Okay, so Danzo is going to attack Roban. Ooh, that's nice. It's 18 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, so we need 8. Ooh, lovely. That's 15 points of damage.
Ooh, okay, I will.
Oh, actually, no, it's not. Sorry. It's 19 points of damage. I forgot to add the
yeah.
+4.
I will mark an armor slot to bring that down to major damage.
Okay. And over to you again.
Damage. Okay. I will. How bad is Roban looking?
Tis but a scratch.
Okay.
Yeah, Roban's in full Black Knight mode.
I will turn my focus onto. I keep forgetting her name.
Janice,
Janice.
Janice. And again, I'm going to go in with the claws this time.
go for it.
That is a 21 with hope.
Definitely hits. Take your hope. Roll your
I'll
damage.
spend that hope on my wings of light. Doing. Blimey, this D10 keeps rolling 10s.
Go away, Siri.
16, 19, 24
Someone said
points of
something to
damage.
Siri like that, and she came up to try and talk to you.
Sorry?
My work
didn't realise-
phone
Yeah.
is next to the computer,
Uh,
constantly coming on, going, serious. Again, see? Go away, Siri.
Sorry, Jay, what was your damage?
24 points of damage.
24 points of damage. Okay. You, with your... Describe to me how you kill Janice.
Jesus.
I don't want to kill her. I just want to KO her.
Okay.
Risky arena.
Describe how you KO her.
I kind of, as she kind of stabs into me, I swing around and grab her with a claw, taking off into the air, and I just slam her down into the ground. And kind of, with the cover of my wings, I just check and make sure she's okay, because I'm too nice.
Okay. As you go to check that she's okay, she's very definitely not okay.
Murderer.
I'm going to, if Fiddy will allow it, I don't think it requires a roll. Hang on, let me make sure. It does require a spellcast roll. I'm going to do a healing hands whilst I'm covered by my wings.
Okay.
You said if Rowan will allow it. No, fuck it, it's the arena. No, go on, go ahead.
So I mark a stress. Oh no, I have to make a spellcast roll first, which is using my strength because Wing Sentinel. I have to beat a 13.
Okay.
I get a 21 with hope.
Okay. Take your hope.
Which, so I target a creature other than myself within melee range. I mark a stress. to clear 2 hit points.
As you try
my
to, what does
target.
it look like when you do this?
There's this kind of a glow on the crack of gold in my arms.
Okay.
The way I envision it is like a hawk that's just taken down a field mouse. And, you know, it hoods the wings over the kill.
Oh, munchlin.
That's what I imagine it's like.
As you go to do this, you can feel the magic welling up inside you, but then nothing happens. The magical dampening in the arena is such that it does not allow magic to be cast.
Okay. That's
So-
a bit of a pain. That ruined my further plans, but
Roban,
I will just
anything? Well, unless you've got want to do something else.
I'll just celebrate the kind of stand up and roar.
Yeah, the crowd's going, yay!
Blood for the blood
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just to fill in some blanks here, DM. So
Yeah.
we're part of the arena.
Yes.
I'm part of a major part of this.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of wrestling-esque where there's a bit of loose storyline.
Yeah.
Obviously, like I know we're trying to do and stuff like that. Is this something what can normally happen, but I shouldn't be too worried because I know we have people out the back who can.
Yeah, this can happen. People do die in the arena. There are healers in the tunnel waiting to assist people when they get back. So yeah, you shouldn't be too worried about it.
Yeah, okay. I'll just say under my breath to I might have forgotten his name, Danzo.
Yeah.
Yeah, better make this quick so she can get back.
He
And
nods at you.
I'll I'm going to try out a new move here, which
Okay.
not a lot of people would have seen me do. So I go in for a big swing with my longsword.
Yeah.
Sort of like coming down from the top to kind of like go into Danzo's sort of like chest and arm.
Okay.
But I intentionally miss, and then I quickly, because I
Well,
aren't.
roll the attack, and then we can see if the dice allow
Well,
us
I'm
to
not.
tell that story.
I'm not encumbered, like by. What is it? Burden doesn't affect me, so I can use one hand for my longsword.
Yeah. Should be able to.
So I'll come in and intentionally miss him to then come up with my short
Yep.
sword to just like stab
Okay.
him in the side.
Sure.
Do you still want the attack with the longsword?
Not if you're
Even though
intentionally
it's
missing. No.
Yeah, I'm
No, we can do
intentionally
that.
missing him. So I'll kind of like go in for it, and it look like I'm feigning, sort of like
Yeah.
like falling down, and then I go in for like a stab in the gut.
Okay.
That's 20 with hope,
Yep, that definitely works. Roll your damage.
and then but a slightly less damage, which is what I want because he was looking rough. But I've rolled maximum on one die, minimum on the other. That's 11 points of physical damage.
11 points of physical damage. That does it. As you miss with this sword and you drop him, you want to describe to me what happens? Well, you pretty already have, really, haven't you?
Yeah, so most people will see Roban. I'm kind of standing there with a stance with sort of like the long sword in both hands, as I used to seeing him. And then all of a sudden he brings it up as if he's going to swing, and then one hand lets go and he comes down with this big hit as if he's putting all the weight onto it. And as it looks like he's missing, just from his other side, he pulls out the short sword and sort of like uses that distraction to then stab Danzo,
Yeah.
sort of
So
in
you-
the gut. Nowhere bad, but just
Yeah. You skewer him in the gut and he drops to his knees. And there's blood and there's gore and the crowd are going mental.
And I kind of like take the short sword out of him to sort of like fling the blood like behind me, so to play to the crowd, and then sort of like wipe it on my armor, put it back, and then we'll just sort of like be stood there with the long sword in the hand and looking at Desda.
Okay. I would like Lethruto, Drazik, and Intra to make me an instinct roll, please. It's just a reaction roll, so don't worry about hope and fear.
14.
14,
9.
9,
10.
10. Drazik.
Yes.
Amidst all this celebration, the winner, you can see a little bit further down from your seats, off to your left, you can see 4 dwarves standing, arms crossed, looking very pissed off.
Ooh. Okay.
Staring at Desdemona.
Guess they lost some money then.
Could be. So,
Don't know what they're angry about.
who can tell? So, as the crowd is going, yeah, you guys walk off into the tunnel. Medics, healers come out, grab the other 2, take them in, and you see, indeed, as they get into the corridor, they're both now conscious. Well, Danzo was anyway, but Janice is conscious now and sort of looks up and you go, "For a good fight. Oh, bloody hurt though.
I'm sorry, I hate you so hard.
Hey, it's what it is, isn't it? It's like the arena is like, oh, no more talking. Oh." As she's getting healed up. So
I just shake Danzo's hand before we go. And
yeah, he's
good
like,
fight.
yeah, good fight. I'll get you next time.
Next day.
So, you can all go down to the bookies and grab your 3 gold bags each.
As we start going down, I'll point out the dwarves to the others and say, they don't seem too happy. Best we keep an eye on them. They don't seem to like what Desdemona did.
Yeah, I think they might be a little grumpy today.
Okay. So, you get your money. You can,
Ooh,
you
4
can
bags
see
of gold. 3 bags of gold.
3 bags of gold.
Maxwell.
Can see these dwarves are making their way down out to get to where the fighters are to try and get to someone, and they are stopped. There's a doorway that they can go. People can go through to meet the fighters and hang out and chat and all that lot. Because they're kind of like celebrities. Yeah, you can see there's a guy on the door there. Says, no, lads. Nobody's doing autographs today. It's all, and they're like, listen, we want to see that one, the fucking statue. We need a word with her. He's like, no. Honestly, no interviews, nothing like that. You know, if you want to talk to Chindra, I get it. If you want to talk to one of the fighters, you've got to go talk to Chindra first. This is how it works. Right, where is she? She'll be up in the stands in the box where she always is. Right, and they start making their way upstairs to go and see Chindra. Well, 3 of them do. One of them stands at the bottom, just keeping an eye on the door.
Did we see that? Did we see that, or was that just for?
I think you... Would you have followed them? Because you did say you were going to keep an eye on them.
I would. I don't think. Yeah, I probably would have done because they did seem a bit weird.
Okay.
And if they were going upstairs to see Chindra, I'd definitely have followed them upstairs.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you can see that 3 of them are going upstairs. I'll say that you could have seen that.
Okay, I'll
On
just
the way back from the bushes.
nonchalantly go up towards the stairs as well,
Okay.
and just stay well in the background, just keeping an ear open.
So yeah, you can hear the voices, and they're demanding to see Desdemona, "We just want to talk to her, like." And Chindra's like, why? What? She's just had a fight, give her recovery time, And no. We need to talk to her as soon as possible. You see, one of our lads was murdered last night. And she came round last night asking about him. Bit of a coincidence, eh? And she's like, "Desdemona, the statue, you think she's murdered one of your guys?" Doesn't sound like her. She's basically like an innocent. She wouldn't do that sort of thing. And they're like, "Look, we just want to ask her why she was talking about asking to tell her." She said, "Well, I'll ask her if she's prepared to meet with you. Okay? But, just give her an hour or two to cool down and calm down from the adrenaline rush from the fight. Because, it gets the blood going, doesn't it?" So, and you saw what she did to little Janice there. So she's a pretty dangerous person if you annoy her, I reckon. So, yeah. Maybe talk to her tomorrow or something. Leave it a day. I understand you're upset, but, And they start grumbling and start walking away.
As they're walking away, I'll just, in the background, still follow them.
Yeah.
But at a distance, just make sure they leave peaceably.
The three of them go back downstairs to where they left the guy watching the door. And they sort of have a whispered conversation. And then all four of them leave the arena. So... Do you follow them down to the arena?
I'll follow them to make sure they actually leave the arena.
Okay.
But then I'll come back in.
Yeah. So they all four of them leave the arena.
Okay.
But one of them stops outside and just has a sits down, opens a flask, has a swig. Looks as though he's been tasked to keep an eye on.
I'll make a note of where he is and what he looks like. Then I'll head back in.
Okay. So, Roman and Desdemona, you get tidied up from the fight. I'll say your armour can be repaired if you used any for free. Yep. You could also have 1d4 amount of hit points healed for free as well.
Mine.
The one thing I forgot to do is when I mark a stress, I can roll a d6 to see if I use that point.
Oops.
Also, you got very stressed and forgot.
No, it was a 3, so I've still got that.
Okay.
And I cleared 1 hit point out of the 2 I took.
Nice. Desdemona, did you get hit points cleared?
I have 1 hit point marked, so guaranteed.
Okay. So you are now free to go up and join your friends or whatever you want to do, really.
Yes. I really must go and find that scalebane dwarf that worked on this axe. I admit I was a little worried for opponents.
It definitely did its job. It's a big hit you did there.
Quite the rush.
Yes, maybe we practice on pulling punches next time. It was a short fight. Sometimes they need to be a bit longer.
Yes.
Okay.
I did try to use my own magic to stabilize her. I forgot that we had
the dampening field.
Yes. Yes. And that.
But other than that, you got the crowd pumping. It was good.
Yes. Chindra had said about being a villain in the arena, so I thought I would try and be a scary monster.
You did well, but I thought we'd best get it over quickly, as you did.
Yes. Yes.
pretty much killed Janice. But next time we can set the seed for villain up.
Okay, so do you leave and go find your friends?
Yep.
Yeah, I'd leave. Before I left, I'd just go and doubly check on Janice and Danzo.
Yep, Danzo
And
seems fine. He's been getting medical attention. Same with Janice. She's a little bit more unsteady, but you can see they're getting the best. You know, the healers here are really good.
yeah. Again, you two, good fight. Danzo, next time you train with Janice, just teach her a bit about protection, defending herself a bit more.
Yeah, I reckon I will. Yeah, I'll do that probably. Yeah.
You're good at keeping out of the way yourself. Just impart that knowledge on others.
Yeah, well, I'm a bit bigger, you know. I mean.
Very true. But good evening and enjoy yourself.
Yeah, have a good one, guys. And, yeah. So you three can see your friends of appearing walking up to where you're sitting. Did you want to stay here and watch the rest of the fights, or have you got other plans?
I certainly would like to, as Roban. He'd be there. He knows he's not a big figure in the arena, but he knows he's known,
Well,
and I think
yeah, I mean,
saying
there's a lot of people sort of cheering for you as you walk through the crowd to find your friends. There's a lot of hey, Desdemona, you did really well, yeah, my new favourite. So yeah, Desdemona seems to be getting a lot of the attention rather than you, but
yeah. I'll get to the others and I'll be like, good fight, right? And did you win the bet?
Oh, yes.
There you go.
Um,
Shall we sit and watch
Shall
the
I put a
others?
bit more on? Yeah.
I think might have a bit of a problem. There's a bunch of dwarves that are not happy. They think Desdemona killed their friend.
What?
What?
Apparently you went to visit some dwarf last night and he turned up dead.
No. I was asleep last night.
Well, that's what they seem to think. You went to visit you were looking for their friend, and he's
I visited
turned up
him.
dead this morning.
I visited him a couple of days ago. A scale thing, certainly.
Just saying, Mona, you may need a better alibi than I was asleep.
Well, I was with Roban.
Yeah, that
We
worked.
had been at training, and then we went
You having an
to.
affair? That seems good. Yeah.
What? No, we were at the.
Well,
At
I'm
the
just
Island
saying,
I've
flag.
forgotten the name of the inn.
being with Roban is a good start, but we also need to account for why you were, in town drinking, so no one else can verify you weren't or were there. So you two were having a little private poker session or something, okay?
We were drinking and relaxing, preparing for the fight today.
Yeah.
Well,
You're acting very
Um,
oddly, Thruto.
you
Yeah.
went off early, though.
He went off early.
Depending on Desdemona.
Yeah, because I
If
fell
you went to
asleep.
sleep, and
And then,
Desdemona announced that she was going off to sleep as well.
yeah.
Disappeared.
But I believe that, like, above the table, I believe there's the
no, she
watch.
didn't. She went to watch Intra
Yeah.
and Trazic.
Watched
in
Intra and Trazic, but after they killed the guy, I decided that no, this is normal Trazic behaviour and went off home.
Went off home.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
But yeah, this is very, like, we know each other. Is this? It's a bit weird from Lefruto. Would we do we find it weird that he's pressing that Desda needs an alibi?
I don't know. Do you find it weird? Thruto's just being helpful.
I think I am certainly more secretive about my day job than my night job. So you know what I do.
Tell you what, make a knowledge roll. And I'll say, yeah, I'll say if you get, we'll set the DC at 18.
Cool. This has got to be a high roll then, because I've got 0 on knowledge.
6.
Or a crit, yeah.
I got 6.
2 1s!
A crit!
Yes.
Nice.
The lowest of the low, but it was a crit.
I love it when that happens because you
That's
think,
awesome.
oh no, 2 1s. And then realise it's a crit.
So, yeah, Roman, I think you put 2 and 2 together. I just saw another quick glance at Lethruto. He's being very casual about this. It's the guy was found, or that you, Drazik overheard the guy was murdered in his sleep, which definitely doesn't sound like a Desdemona type of thing, but it's more likely to be a Lethruto type of thing, as he is an assassin.
Putting 2 and 3 together, I get 6 and figure it out.
Yeah, I think you probably work out that Lethruto may have had something to do with this.
You put 1 and 1 together, and
Exactly.
And then, yeah.
Got to honour the crit. So yeah, you're pretty certain you know Lethruto. Lethruto, do these guys know you can change your appearance?
I'd say no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless
No,
Jurassic Park.
in my
He
head,
does
that
it
felt
perfect
right.
right, but he wouldn't say anything to anyone
Yeah.
because it's none of their business.
Yeah. So yeah, but how Desdemona is involved, you're not really sure.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I'll just I'll give Lethruto like a stern nod. And then I'll just be like, so after this, we going back to the Erlen flag, yeah?
Sounds like a good idea, but there's a dwarf outside, obviously waiting and watching. So I'm just letting everyone know, just in case there's a rumble, because they may try and take Desdemona.
I think that'd be stupid to do it outside the Colosseum. It's
Well, I wouldn't think they'd do it outside the Colosseum, but they'd probably follow us and try and ambush us,
but
or
that's
find out where we're going to and try and get us there.
we can just talk. That's all we need to do. But yes, we can maybe discuss this and add it to a list of mysteries we've got to find out.
So many mysteries these days.
Indeed, Lethruto, so many mysteries.
Life is mysterious.
But put that out of our minds, right? Let's watch the other fights and cheer on for the winners.
I expect you to tell me who's going to win each round so I can bet on them.
I will do my best, but I'm not privy to all information for these, okay?
Well,
So there are a number of other fights. I'm not going to sit and describe each one of them. That seems a bit
Yeah.
daft. I will say there are 4 more fights. So if
I'll
you
put a
roll
bag of
me,
gold on each one.
Oh, can I roll a d4 4 times and like how can I do it?
And you get it right.
Yeah, so do like hang on. Yeah, if I get it not if I get hang on. My brain had this worked out and now my brain's gone to shit.
If you give the right tips on the fights or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, tell
If
you what we'll
Dratic's
do.
gonna-
Tell you what we'll do is I've got a D20. You've got a D20?
I've got several. Yes.
So we're both going to roll for the first fight.
Yep.
I'll put a bag of gold on each one.
Okay. So first fight, I got a 5.
11.
So you win, I'll say 2 bags of gold. Second fight, I got 14.
15.
Another
Ooh.
win. So 3 bags of gold for that one.
Let's not do this all night, boys, because we know my rolling can be shit.
Third one, I
Oh
got
no,
17.
you're using all your good rolls right now.
17.
Oh. That's samesies.
Okay, the fight is officially called a draw. Nobody wins.
So you just get your bet back.
Yep, bet back. And last one, it's not so good. It's a 12.
Mine was definitely not so good. It was a 2.
Okay, so you lose money on that one. So I'll say you lose a bag of gold for that one. So overall,
You're
you're
up
So
a
you lose what? Sorry, a
you
bag of
lose
gold.
a bag of gold because you're the
So
the
it's
tip
5
didn't.
minus 1 is 4 was winning. Four bags of gold as winnings then.
Yep, not bad.
Okay, cool. Not bad
Welcome
at
to
all.
Maths with James.
Yay!
I might actually buy a round of drinks.
Okay,
You know how to do that.
We've got imposter.
kill him. So
He's the spy.
as people start to leave the arena, a lot of them head to the what's the name thingy the Wall's
Wall's End.
Yeah, the Wall's End. Some people go home, other people go to other places. Where are you guys going?
I think, like, generally after a fight, especially myself, is Desda's first fight in the arena.
No, second fight.
Oh, second fight. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think, like, myself would like to go to, like, the Ale and Flag, because if I went to the Wall's End, it would be a non-stop shaking people's hands and
That's what
talking
you
about the fight.
You be the celebrity, man.
Okay, so
Revel in it.
you head to the Ale and Flagon. As
Is
Yeah,
the
it's
is
fairly
the
quiet.
dwarf still outside when we leave the Colosseum?
he is, and he looks up as you guys walk out. Excuse me, can I have a quick word with you, miss?
Me?
Yes, please.
Certainly.
So,
What can I do to help?
a couple of my brothers were saying you walked into the forge last night and asked about Tauber, the guy that did your axe.
No, I was.
Really? Because you're kind of hard to miss.
That is true, but I wasn't there. I was resting up for this
Huh.
fight today.
Really? Because Tauber, he's dead. Somebody killed him last night. So, I think,
I'm so sorry.
as you can imagine, we're a bit upset. And we'd just like to know why you were asking after him last night.
I wasn't. I was hoping
No.
to catch him at the repairs in the arena today. He did a fantastic job on this axe on my tail.
So you're saying
wouldn't
you
go-
didn't come to the forge last night?
No, I never did.
So some other 7-foot tall statue came in.
Maybe there's more
Interesting.
of me.
Looked exactly like you.
That is concerning.
Aye.
But I definitely wasn't there.
Sorry, can I just ask an above the table question?
Sure.
All the names are there. Why am I trying to? Intra, sorry. Jesus Christ, I'm trying to think of a name and they're all written on the side of the bloody screen. Intra, do we all know, or is it just Intra and I that know that there is an imposter? Someone was pretending to
I would
be.
have shared it with the group.
Mm.
Yeah, so we do know.
Okay. Yeah, you do that. Yeah,
There
you
is.
do know that.
Okay, so whilst Desda and this dwarf are talking, I'm just going to lean over to Intra. Intra, do you think people are trying to set us up with the imposter? Someone's trying to be Desda.
Perhaps, but Desda has not registered much interest in the dips until very, very recently. Could our enemy that be that ahead?
I don't know. We don't know who it is, but it seems like a likely story because I don't
Desdemona,
think.
can you give me a presence roll, please?
Certainly.
We just could try and convince this dwarf that you're telling the truth.
I'm going to spend a hope using bold presence, which allows me to add my strength to a presence roll.
Nice.
And add another thing that was presence based. No, I don't think any of my experiences will help here. They don't paint me as super innocent. What can I do with?
You've got prayer dice, don't forget.
Yes, that's what I'm just checking. I also want to check. Hang on. My journal. Wildborn, no. Slyborn, no. No, none of your guys' backgrounds will help me.
Okay, so
One of mine will.
Will
Okay.
it? Let me check. Because I also have to do it through your values. No retreat, no surrender. Being
Yeah.
humble is always a good thing. But I'm being honest and humble here. Would that count?
sure.
Cool, because
You can add it. Yeah, you can now add a d20 as your hope die.
I spend a hope to use the use my reborn community, found family, where I use one of my allies
Yeah, sure.
things, and Roban, you get a hope from me doing this.
Oh, Dankeschön.
So that then becomes my hope die becomes a d20.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
What'd you get?
I'm going to just check my numbers here. Presence, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah. Plus your strength, obviously.
Yeah, I'm going to spend one of my prayer dice to add 4 to the roll.
Okay.
It's gone that well.
Oh dear.
So, I rolled a 7 and a 2 on my hope and fear.
That's 9.
I get +5 because I've got +2 presence, +3 strength.
Okay, 14.
+4 on the hope from the prayer die
18.
to bring me up to 18.
Nice.
I just press a lot of buttons to get there.
You did press a lot of buttons, but you are there. So he kind of looks at you a little strangely and says, are you aware of anybody else like you in the city?
Not that I know of. I feel like I would know. People would probably not stop talking about it.
Huh. Because Yorick, he says that you were there. And Yorick, although he was working, he wasn't drinking. So, well, or the normal drinking, not excessive.
No, I don't remember being there last night. And Roban has always taught me to tell the truth with these things, so I'm sorry.
Right.
If we do see another person like me, then we will...
Definitely come and tell me, please.
Yes.
But
Sorry to hear about your brother there, Master Dwarf.
thanks.
Must be a tough. You can always come for a drink with us if you wanted to raise a glass to him, but clearly you can tell she is not the sort to have done anything like this. There's some pretty odd things going on in this city, so
Aye.
I think, look, dwarves are insightful creatures, and you can surely tell she's not the sort to have done something like that.
I mean, she seems innocent of sort of worldly worries, if you know what I mean. She seems very convincing. She says she wasn't there. My only concern is that there's another one of her walking around that she's not aware of. And if that thing did kill Talbot, then who's to say it wouldn't kill another dwarf tonight? It's very weird. But,
Yeah. Well, maybe you can. I don't know. If you're really worried about it, just group up. Have little sleepovers or something. So you can take care of each other.
I think we'll be all right. We'll just stay at the forge.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your help, and have a nice evening. And he sort of wanders off.
Take care, pal.
So,
There's another one of me out there. Maybe they're not as nice as I am. That's scary.
It's possible. I mean, every different species has got the nice ones and the nasty ones, isn't there? So you never know. Well, why don't we go get a drink, nice and private, like?
That's a good idea.
okay, so you head back to the Island Flagon, to your rooms, and have a drink, not a problem. And what we'll do is we'll have a little break there, as we're having a drink.
Drasik, are you paying? You getting around for winning so much?
I already said I was going to buy a round, well, small one.
Excellent.
Don't want to get overexcited.
You have two clanks that can only get potentially drunk off of the heaviest spirits there are.
I'm not getting you drunk. I'm buying you a drink. There's a big difference.
Awesome.
Brilliant.
I've heard tell of a pub quiz where the prize was a pint of anything you want.
Good.
So the winner chose a pint of creme de menthe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not to drink it, just to go, what's the most expensive thing I can order?
Right, okay, well, we'll take a little break. We'll be right back. Enjoy your break. And welcome back. We hope you had a lovely break. So, our heroes, after being accosted by the dwarf, have gone back to the Island Flagging, where I believe history is about to be made, and Drazig is about to buy, with actual money, a round of drinks.
Is it going to be the cheapest ale they have on tap?
Probably. So it's about, by the time you get back to the Island Flagging, it's about 11. Benvir, the night manager, is on. Lads, lasses.
I get a round of drinks for everyone.
Sure. He pours you whatever it is you want. And this is a couple of handfuls of gold then.
Here you go.
Lovely.
Go all over.
Are you feeling all right?
Yeah, I just had a few nice wins on the arena, so celebrating.
Fair enough. So,
But I think I need to lie down now.
yeah, and he's just looking at the gold, making sure it's real before he puts it in the till. It's like, okay, that's weird. So, yeah, you head, I'm assuming, back down to the bar. It's a Friday night, so it's fairly busy. There's quite a few people around, even at this late hour. So you head down to your private room and yeah, have a little drink and plan your plans. What are we doing?
Yes. I was just talking to Intra outside the Colosseum. Maybe it seems that this person who can look like others has done it with Testa. Maybe they're trying to set us up?
Yeah, I think it was unrelated.
How can you be sure? Maybe it has something to do with the monster we saw in the mists.
I have it on good authority that that's not a shape changer we need to worry about.
Okay.
You're muted, Misty.
Thank you. You're aware there's other kinds of shape changers in the city?
Well, they're not really shape changers. They're just people who are really good at disguises.
Still feels like that should be of some concern to us, given the nature of the creatures we're facing.
I mean, you can kind of go. It's not too hard if you went looking to find the Assassin's Guild.
I'm gonna roll here because I'm still not. I'm on the fence with how Roban is. So he's not stupid, but he knows what he knows. But can he put 2 and 2 together from something like that? So evens he does, odds he doesn't.
Okay.
2. It's very true, Lotuto. You're quite right. And he'll just kind of give him another one of those nods to say that he's put it together. And okay, so not a mystery we have to add to the list then, I'd say.
No. I would say somebody wanted the dwarf dead. They hired a person who's very good at disguising themselves. Probably decided to scout out the place a little bit, see some customers. Probably saw Desdemona as a unique patron. Thought it might be fun to dress up as them. Get some information out of the dwarves. Find out whether the target was at home or not. And then go slit their throat. If I were to hazard a guess, that's what I'd say happened.
Why would they want to kill him?
Don't know. People want to kill people for all sorts of reasons. That's why there's quite a good business in doing that sort of thing.
Yes. But this is my last weekend off work. Due to the nature of the jobs we have been given this week. So what do we do this weekend? What is the plan? Are we going to the dips to maybe check out this tunnel?
Well, I can't say I've been keeping up too much on the lore of everything that's going on. Got a lot on my plate, you know.
Yes.
Intra, what's going on?
Well, the library has been purged of all mention of the dips. There's no documents there whatsoever about it, which is extremely strange. Aaron has been replaced by something not Aaron that I have not yet had time to investigate. And I feel that it is highly unlikely that certain things will come to a head on Monday and I will be fired from my position, which will restrict my access to the library.
Right.
Libraries for squares, anyway.
Venture will just sit there and blink rapidly, but like not acknowledge it, but in a does not compute kind of way.
You could always learn how to disguise yourself as someone else so you could sneak into the library. Oh yeah, there are people around who are pretty good at that.
That is true, but as a member of the faculty, I have access that other patrons do not. So disguise would not help me access the information I need.
No, you
What?
disguise yourself as a different member of faculty that still has access.
Very well.
That's quite a good idea.
Just for
thing of thought. Please check in 3 to 5 working days.
But why might you lose your job? Like, you do your job right? You work for the...
It is very strange that there is no mention of the dips in the library. The library is supposed to be a summary of all knowledge. For knowledge of the dips to have been removed, along with Erin's disappearance when she was investigating the dips, implies something more going on. And if Gaspre is part of this redaction in the library, then I too could be made to disappear.
Well, do you need the library to try and figure out what this thing is impersonating
Yeah,
your friend?
if the books have already been removed, you don't even need access, do you?
True, if the book's already been removed, I cannot research the dips. But there are other things that I might be able to research, like the being of lightning we need to open a door into fairy.
Hopefully there aren't other dips in its knowledge.
I do still have to return to our fairy acquaintance on Tuesday to give him the result of my research. If I cannot then produce information that will lead him directly to a door, he may be displeased.
So I think one of the things we need to do over the weekend is get to the library so you can do the research that you need. You're
I
not
think
going
so.
by yourself. Drazik, you're not going either.
It was found in the dips.
Yeah. We found you.
Maybe whoever's trying to get rid of all of this information, because insert dwarf name here, fixed my tail. It could be just a coincidence.
Tauber was his name.
Talbot. Maybe because he fixed me, that made him a target?
Why would that make him a target?
Because
Surely
I
you would be
from
the
the
target
dips.
if they're trying to hide things that have come out of the tips.
I am notoriously difficult to hurt.
Yeah, we did see that today.
Yeah, but no one's indestructible.
No.
Okay, well,
Except
Info.
Captain Scarlet.
Maybe you go to library with Desta tomorrow through the day, and maybe
Well, maybe me or you should accompany Roban, because if Intra's a target and we suspect that Mona might be a target because of dips related, I mean, the two of them alone might not be best.
good point.
I'll go with.
Okay, and then maybe Drazik, Desta, and myself can just scout out the top of the dips tomorrow before we head there tomorrow evening.
Perhaps we
Yes.
can go to the place where you found me, Drazik. Perhaps
could
there
do
are
that.
clues there.
Perhaps there's another one of you that came out of there.
Maybe. That would
A
be a
brother or a
problem,
sister.
because I don't know if I could beat me in a fight.
Just for a couple of burkles at them.
Where?
Maybe we just scout out tomorrow daytime just to see if we see movement or anything strange. Whilst these are, I'd rather go into the dips with all of us. A lot safer.
Okay.
Agreed.
So the plan is to head to your respective resting places before meeting back up in the morning and
Yep.
splitting
No,
up.
I'm staying at our digs at the
You're,
Flagging Inn.
You're staying in the Island Flagging. Yeah. Anybody else?
Island Flagging.
I think I'm going to stay in the island flag in as well, because
Okay.
And I probably wouldn't leave them alone if there's people
I mean, there
potentially
is plenty of room
them.
for all of you to stay. You have a set of rooms. If you're like normal sort of seating area, and then two more rooms that are off it, which can be used for sleeping.
Ooh, we have a suite.
You do.
Anybody else going home tonight, or are we all staying?
I was going to go home, but if you think I should stay, I will.
Just in case, if Intra may lose her job or be targeted, I think we're all on the books for this, potentially. I know we're good at what we do, but it only takes...
No reason to make this harder than it needs to be.
No.
Okay. So, you get some rest, maybe even a few more beers before bedtime. Unless anybody wants to do anything, you can all have a nice long rest.
Ooh.
So just this has to be a record, right? 8 episodes in, and Chaz has already got the paranoia deep.
I mean, you guys, there are things that to be investigated and looked at and researched. It's not my fault you're paranoid. Wait, yes it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes it is. Okay, so you can take your long rests, give all your benefits, clear your excuse me, clear your stress, etc.
It's really annoying because I've got one of each. So I'm going to clear my HP for one.
Okay.
And does anybody need to prepare, or is anybody else doing something different?
I can prepare if you want to prepare together.
Yeah, I'll probably keep the one stress I've got, clear a HP, and then I can prepare so we can gain 2 hope.
Okay.
I would also like to prepare with you for that reason.
Okay.
Although for one of my actions, I want to work on a project.
Okay.
And the project being the hairs I stole from not Erin.
The hairs you stole from not Erin. Okay.
So I'm going to take out my school assistant
Okay.
and prop him on the table beside me. And then just try and delve into the magic of the hairs and see what I can discover about the flavour of the magic or their origin or what they are or what they came from.
Well, you can absolutely do that, for sure. Okay. So, let's do some investigating into magic. So, Intra, could you give me a knowledge roll, please? As your skull is assisting, which I think, does that give you a bonus? I'm not sure if it does.
I'm not entirely sure.
Where is your skull? Let's have a look.
Talking skull. I have no notes on my talking skull. I just have a talking skull.
I will say it gives you an advantage for this roll.
Okay. I got a 23.
Woo! And that's with your D6 advantage as well? Or
Yeah, I got a 6 on the D6.
nice. Okay, so you chattering away to your skull. What does your skull sound like when it talks to you? Or do you want me to just make something up?
No, I had an idea in my head, and the problem is the description of it just gone vanish. It's the kind of thing I want is like the vaguely sarcastic assistant
Gotcha.
type of thing.
Okay.
It's like, oh yes, that's a brilliant idea, but don't let me talk you out of it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We can do that then. Okay. So, your skull says, right then. About time you talked to me, really. I've been stuck in that bag forever. What is it
Well,
we're
you
doing?
didn't have anything useful to say last time.
I always say useful things. Not my fault you don't listen properly. Anyway, what are you wanting me to do now? I'm assuming, since you're waving bits of string, is it? Oh no, it's hair. Lovely.
It's possibly hair.
Possibly hair.
It came from a creature replacing Erin.
Right, yes, the short one. Was that the short one?
That's the short one.
Back when I had legs. So tall. Amazing I looked. Anyway, you want to know what this is, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's definitely hair. Sorry, was there anything else you wanted, or
anything as to the nature of its origin, given that this did not come from Erin?
The nature of the origin of the hair. Huh. Sounds like some sort of dry, dusty tome you'd find in a library, perhaps. Anyway, well, that's it's interesting. So, this isn't, how can I put this? This isn't mortal hair. It is, in fact, imbued with magic. Fairy magic. If I didn't know better, I'd say you'd been to the realm of fairy, which would be brilliantly exciting.
If I had gone, I would have been sure to take you out for the tour.
Listen, I'd be fantastic in fairy. I'd be so useful.
I imagine you would want to stay there and finally free yourself of my company.
I mean, yeah, fairy's a great place to visit, but you wouldn't want to live there. Or rather, exist there, because I don't actually live, do I? Because I'm dead.
So you keep reminding me.
Well, you know, I'm pledged to you for my sins, which were great, by the way. I did a lot of really good stuff. Not that I'm going to tell you any of it, because you wouldn't understand tiny mind and all that.
Of course.
What's in there, actually? Is it just sawdust, or is there something in the
mulch, I imagine?
Mulch. Nice. Anyway, fairy hair from a fairy from the fairy realm. Anything else? Oh, great and wondrous master.
If that's all you're able to discern, I suppose I shall just have to turn to my dusty home.
Able to discern. How charming you are as ever. I mean, there is nothing else to determine. It's fairy hair from a fairy, from the realm of fairy. Do you get what I'm going with here? Fairy.
Yes.
Excellent. Right, now I'm going to have a little nap. Unless there's any other strenuous task you want me to perform.
You will be the first to call on should I think of something.
Yes, well, that's the problem, isn't it? Thinking. Anyway.
I imagine then you will be able to have a nice, long, and undisturbed nap.
Perfect. Just leave me on the table for a while, though. I don't want to go back in the bag yet.
Fine, I'll leave them on the table.
None of you lot can hear all this, by the way.
Okay.
Well, you hear Intra's part of it.
Yes.
I was going to say, if I could hear the talking skull, Desdemona is completely transfixed.
No.
And fascinated by it.
Yeah, you just see Intra talking to a skull. The skull isn't talking back as far as you guys are aware. But she does this sometimes.
It's safer not to question what Intra does.
Usually, yeah. So, anybody else want to do... You want to prepare with someone, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think the three of us preparing.
I mean, we can all prepare together.
Together,
If...
yeah, sure. Drazik, Rob...
I'm having a bit of a lie down after spending all that money on drinks.
Fair.
Maybe near another drink to recover your nerve.
Yeah. Latruta, are you doing anything particular? Quick prepare.
I mean, I can prepare, but I'm not missing any armor points, armor slots, HP or stress. I've got max hope, so there's really nothing I need to do.
Okay, well, you can assist other people. You can help.
Certainly will, yeah.
Repair or clear stress or HP.
Yep, I'll assist anyone that needs.
I just need a stress clearing, basically, and then we'll all be fit as a fiddle.
Yeah, I'd say you could sit and relax and talk to... I think working out that following Lathruta's sort of chain of logic about what probably happened to dear old Talbot has probably just relieved that last bit of stress you had. You can say that if you like.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, and so what I had in my head, if everyone's okay with this, so, and obviously Lethuto would be there, but it doesn't, you don't gain hope. But for the preparation, almost montage effect where you'd see the group downstairs having a few drinks, and then there'd be sort of like a map of the city that we have down there, and just explaining and going through what Intra and Lithurutro will be looking at and looking for in the library tomorrow, and then just sort of like pointing at the map, where the dips are of where myself, Drazik, and Desda can go just to scout out, just to have a look for
Well, I think
anything, and just basically.
was the plan not to go to where Drazik and Lithruto found
Yes,
Desdemona?
it was.
It was, but then I did say, wouldn't it be better if we all went there together, so we could do that like in the evening?
Okay.
Because library during the daytime, and then dips in the evening.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
Righty
we'd just
then.
scout out the dips to see if there was any movement in the daytime. Like in my head, it was like what you wouldn't normally see. So the city's obviously busier in the daytime, so people could probably get in and out easier without being seen or noticed, just so we can just try and scout it out a bit.
Sure. Okay.
If anybody wants to say nay or has a different idea, then
No? Okay. So, you take your long rest, awaken refreshed in the morning, and it's library or dips. Where shall we go first? I think we should go to the library first, why don't you? Let's do that then. So, Indra, Lithruto, you make your way up to Gasparay's Academy. Place is quieter on a Saturday. There's no students in, or very few.
Was the arena fight not on a Saturday?
That was Friday.
Okay, sorry, my bad.
You know,
That was
no,
the day
that's
off.
fine. So yeah, there's less people around on a Saturday at the academy, but you make your way to the library. There are two librarians on. One is pushing a cart with books, obviously re-racking. The other one looks to you guys. It's the same guy that you saw yesterday. He goes,
Oh, the Dragonborn.
Indra, you'll never guess. Erin
Oh,
resigned. Apparently she had a big shouting match with Gaspray, told him that he could shove his job up his arse, and she walked out. Crazy, right? You friends, right? So, did you know she was going to
Yes.
do that?
absolutely not.
It's
Erin's job was everything to her.
no. Apparently, she had a big stand-up row with him, and just quit immediately there and then. Just went.
And storm out, or did
Yeah.
Gasper call security?
Storm. She just went. Apparently, by all accounts, he was absolutely flabbergasted.
I can imagine so.
So yeah, so gossip. But the thing is, because she was part of the archaeology team, they're now looking for a new archaeologist. So just a heads up if you wanted that sort of position.
That would require entirely too much time in the field, as it were,
This is very true. You do have to go out a lot. Not like
in all
here.
weathers.
In all. Ugh. Yeah. Don't want to do that.
Mm.
So anyway,
Though I'm guessing it's better suited for us.
yes, indoor work, no heavy lifting. That's the dream.
Apart from the odd tome, at least.
Well, get someone else to lift them, don't you? I see you've brought a friend along, Mr. Lethruto, I believe. Is that the one?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh.
Good to meet you.
And nice to meet you too. Just the two of you today?
Just the two, thank you.
Fantastic. Well, enjoy The library, as ever, is yours.
Thank you. We'll talk to you later, or I will talk to you later.
Yep, and yeah, he lets you, ushers you into the library. You can go wherever you want to go. Where would you like to go?
Need to research more on fairy and the nature
Fairy
of
research. Okay.
lightning magic and its
Okay.
power in summoning.
Okay, so I'll
Portals.
say if you give me a knowledge roll, please, and Lethruto, if you're helping, you can have a d6 from Lethruto for advantage.
Okay. Just to really add on there, I'm going to spend a hope to use Finder,
Yep, absolutely.
reading through the lines. So that's advantage and a +3. Which only got me an 18, but still.
Still, 18.
18,
Pretty good.
nothing to be shocked at.
Definitely not. Okay, so it takes a while. You find, referencing the books that you looked at last time for this sort of magic, you read a bit further on of the nature of this lightning magic. It appears that perhaps lightning wasn't. It's not exclusively lightning. Any kind of light source, magical light source, could be used in creating a break or doorway to fairy. You recall the part about breaks that you read the other day, about where the membrane between worlds or realms can be weaker, and it seems that applying lightning damage or any kind of magical light can somehow force a doorway to appear that would be made of light that you could walk through. Which is interesting.
Very interesting.
Sources you cross-reference, I think, with the Forest of Kel stuff that you found the other day, to discover that those breaks were there. But you suspect that the dips, if what you've found out so far and what Desdemona's friend's theory is, there may well be places within the dips that can be utilised as breaks as well. That's your thought process. You don't find that written down anywhere because that's nothing in the dips. About the dips is in the library still.
This has not been researched yet.
It's not been researched.
It could be an excellent paper that would guarantee my employment for a couple more years if Gaspre were so inclined.
It could be. Could be. Yeah, I mean, you could always go visit Gaspre and, tell him this if you wanted to.
After having a screaming match with an ex-member's faculty, maybe not.
Possibly not. No, he is known to be fairly grumpy. So, is there anything else you want to try and accomplish whilst at the library?
I'll look to Lethruto, see if there's anything he would like to look into.
No?
He's having a good think about it.
Yeah. Are we, to the other three, are we missing anything obvious?
Was there anything else you wanted these two to look up in the library? No, if there's not, we can just say that.
No, I mean, there's several thoughts running, but it doesn't really fit in with anything, and it's not really. It'd just be maybe mettering to do that. So I'll say no.
Okay, righto. We will then.
I am going to. Sorry, very quickly.
No,
While Intra has found a book and he's reading, I'm going to go and have a little look for a book of my own.
Okay.
That I'm going to check out and hide from, tuck inside my jacket so Intra doesn't see.
Okay.
That I've
What kind of book?
tried to find a book on interesting or exotic animals.
Okay. So, intro.
You have made things difficult for Desda. I swear to God, or any gods that are in this realm, if you get Intra kicked out of the library, there's no place in the world that will be safe for you.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything another member of the public can't do. Go in and check out a...
Make me...
You're not checking it out, you're stealing.
No, I did say I was going to check it out, but I'm hiding it from you, so you don't know that I've done it.
Right.
So,
I'm not stealing the
That's okay.
book,
Proceed.
just to be clear.
make me a knowledge roll to see if you can find said book. It should be fairly easy. I'm going to set the difficulty
15.
fairly low. Yeah, that'll do. No problem. Yeah, you find a book on exotic animals. A fairly decent textbook as well for biological details. Yeah, it goes into quite some depth, the sort of thing that you're used to reading on other animals. Make me a finesse roll to hide the book from Intra.
Is it called Tusk Love by any chance?
It is not.
A pair of 10s.
A crit.
A
Nice. Yeah. You, after checking it out and the Dragon Boss. Oh, I do hope you enjoy this. It's really quite an excellent book. The author was a distant relative of mine.
Oh,
As he hands it to you.
well, it must be an excellent read then, Ola.
I'm sure you'll find it so. And as you sort of slip it into your coat and go back to find Intra, she's finishing up her studies. None the wiser that you have checked a book out.
None the wiser at this moment.
At this moment.
Yeah, you could probably go check the records, but I wouldn't really have.
No, I'm not even thinking about checking the records. It's like, given that you've checked out the book with possibly the biggest gossip whore in the university, how soon will Inter know about it?
Well, we'll have to see, won't we?
Is the author a Kagor, as in Atan?
No. No. So, yeah, you two start to head back to the Isle of Flagging, I'm assuming, with your
Yep.
purchases.
Regroup before the dips.
Okay. So, the rest of you, are you going to the dips to do a quick overview before going back to the Isle of Flagging, or are you waiting for those two to get back? What's the plan?
Yeah, so whilst they were doing that, assuming that there would be a few hours
Yeah.
for them to find, read up and everything, I just
Okay.
thought that we'd go
So,
to the dips.
you make your way to the dips. Whereabouts in the dips are you going? It is an eerie place. It's very strange. It's very quiet. As you get into the dips, the rest of the city noise seems to sort of deaden away the further you go.
So I wouldn't say we'd necessarily go into the dip straight away, but maybe do sort of like a recce sort of like loop, pausing to look at the scenery,
Sure.
but looking to see if we can see any movement or anybody moving in and out of the dips,
Okay.
or in and out of any like caves or that, like entrances in the dips.
Okay. Let's see. Can you give me? You're all three of it, dude. Yeah. So let's have an instinct rolls for all three of you. Why not?
Okay.
Oh,
My dice are on fire today.
double ones.
Double ones.
Crit.
Nice.
My favourite roll. That.
Instincts, you said.
Yes, please.
5.
5.
17.
17. Okay. Desdemona, you are plainly not paying attention
No, I'm away with the fairies.
Yeah. So you're just sort of because your Roban has described this sort of walk round as a sort of look and stop and look at the scenery, that sort of thing. That's exactly what you're doing. You're not paying any attention to the dips whatsoever. Roban, you on a 17, I think you. It's very rare for people to go in and out of the dips, and I think let's have a look. See, on your walk round, you don't see anybody going in. You occasionally hear a voice. You're not too far away to work out what they're saying, but yeah, there's no kind of movement or anything you could spot from the outside. Drazik,
Yes.
you're used to scouting places out. You are very careful of your observations, especially if it involves dangerous things or places or people. And again, you don't see anybody going in, but you do hear those voices that Roban was struggling to listen to. And it's just on the edge of your hearing, but you got a crit, so you get to hear what it says. It's a very familiar voice. It's the voice of Dryala.
Oh,
And he's saying something like, "So, when we make the door, we can all go home, okay? I know some of you have different homes to me, but I've employed a very clever person who's going to tell us how to make a door. Then we can make doors to anywhere, okay?" So that's what you hear. You don't hear a reply, but you hear some sort of... There's a very deep voice, a very sort of rumbling sort of... But you don't understand what it says. You can hear...
tell what direction they're coming from.
It's deep within the depths, near to where the dig was, the dig site that you and Lathruto went into, where you found Desdemona. So it's that way. You're not sure if it's actually in there or it's just outside of it. You suspect just outside of it because you can hear the voices. There seem to be at least 3 voices, maybe 4. But Dryala's the only one you can actually understand.
So I can hear that little fairy man in there. He's talking about making gates to take people home. I think maybe he has found some other creatures, the fairy or wildness, that he is trying to help to get away. But he is in there deep somewhere.
Interesting. That changes plans. Maybe we don't go in there tonight. If they are
It's
all
going to be
there.
very quiet again, Fitz.
No. Okay, I'll speak up a bit.
Yeah, that would help.
Yes.
Interesting. Maybe we don't go in tonight. That changes plans that are in there.
It makes me think that this Master Dryala is not such a bad person after all.
Well,
And he is just trying to make way home for him and others. I'm not saying he's good, but I don't think he's as bad as we expected him to be.
yes.
A robin up in that tree.
Ah, yes. Look at it. But yes, I think we don't go there tonight. The mystery, at least for this part of it, and the voices, the magics, everything like that coming from the dips is somewhat them. We get them out the way, we can then investigate to do with Desda.
Yes.
Let's get back. I don't think this has been quite a while now. I don't think the others will be too long.
Well, it's quite a big area, the dip, so it takes a while to walk around it.
Yeah.
Especially as you were trying to be observant. So you were going
yeah,
slower
yeah.
than you... sorry, excuse me. Normally would. So, I'll say you can all meet back. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 1:30. Have some lunch at the Ale and Flag Inn. Swap information about what's been going on. What you found out.
We saw a robin and a couple of squirrels.
Yes.
I thought I saw a hedgehog, but it was actually just a hedge.
No hog. And Drazik found out some information. He overheard our friend, Intra. Looks like there's a few more of them wanting to get back. So I don't think we need to go back to the dips tonight. We can wait until we meet up with him. If you have the information he needs.
We have the information for him, yes, but not all of the information we require. Such as what else was in the area where Desmond awoke, or if there's any trace of Intra, or not Intra, I'm Intra. It's any trace of Erin in the dips, or of the magic that created her double.
I know, but I don't think it's good to go in with potentially more of what we went up against. They were strong for all of us, so if there's more, we have no hope if it goes badly. If we can ship them off to home, then it's safer for us to investigate.
Well,
I know it's
I will
not...
just point out, just as a friendly DM, because I'm a friendly DM, that the research that you've done so far suggests that the doorway can be created somewhere magical, which more than likely will be the dips, but you still have to find a place within the dips to do this. So
Okay.
how can I put this?
So my head had it that we kind of knew where that was because we had a...
Well, no, you don't know for sure. I mean, Drazik and Lathruto went down within the dig site, which is where they found Desdemona, which is probably where you want to be, but it might be somewhere else. So I think just, turning up with some knowledge for Dryala and going, yeah, you could do it with a being that makes magical light in a magical place.
Good luck finding somewhere.
Yeah. Job done. Not sure that's going to go well. Just as a thought. As you seem to be sort of
bypassing.
Not bypassing, but not following it through, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Right, yeah.
I think Intro was right. I think you do have to go to the dips because that's where it would naturally lead you to go and do that. Sorry, that sounds a bit railroady, doesn't it? And I do apologise. You can go anywhere and do anything. You don't have to go to the dips.
Intro wants to go to the dips.
I know Intro wants to go to the dips.
Sometimes the DM just need to put on their dad voice.
Yeah, like I say, you can do anything. You can go anywhere you like. But I would suggest that Intra's urgency in wanting to know where Erin is, wanting to know why all of the stuff from the dips has been pulled at the library, And I suspect that the only answers that you're going to get are going to be in the dips itself. But what do I know? Well, everything. I'm the DM. But I think you had it right when you were doing your research and you do your drive by, and then you go and do your investigation later on.
Okay.
I mean, you can go and investigate in the daylight. You don't have to wait till dark.
No. Yeah. I'll take a little bit of that back then. Because, yeah. So, yeah, I think we can go down, but we just need to be on our guard a little bit.
When you
concur.
speak in your Fiddy voice, I can hear everything. But when you speak in your what's it voice, your Roban voice, you're so quiet, you can't hear a thing.
Oh, okay.
You're
Well-
a bit quieter, but I can definitely still make you out.
So I'll just speak up a bit. Maybe I'm just speaking down a little bit. I don't know. Maybe we just go and be on our guard a bit more then, if we need to go. We can go now after lunch too, if we want to. We don't have to do it in the dark.
I'm good to go now.
Okay.
Whilst this information is on a roll, we can find out more, can't we?
Speaking of on a roll, let's get some lunch.
Okay. So we will leave it there for today. I think lunch is a good time to break. See what I did there? So yeah, that I really quite enjoyed that. That was awesomely interesting. I like.
It's always fun seeing the players tear themselves apart.
Yeah, and I think because of the nature of this system, lends itself to more of this sort of intrigue and role play stuff, which is interesting. But I think what can happen is you can talk yourselves out of things.
Yeah.
That I think just
Yeah,
happened because you were all set on this plan, and then you immediately changed after you heard some voices.
Yeah,
And I wasn't really
it
sure
was kind of-
why that had changed.
Well, my trail of thought went with previous investigations from Intra and what we'd known and what I remembered from finding about the lightning was that it was in a tunnel, a long tunnel, potentially somewhere in the dips to do with Desda as well. So I just myself obviously just put two and two together, thinking we knew we had to go to this tunnel, and that would be potentially where the barrier was
Yeah.
less in between worlds. Not realizing that we didn't actually know where the tunnel was as such. I just thought it would have
Well,
been
the
the
only
one
people
where...
that have been into the dips in any kind of great spent any decent time there are Drazik and Lathruta.
Yeah.
None of the rest of you would have had any cause to go into the, and of course Desdemona. But none of the rest of you have had any cause to go into the dips.
Yeah, that was me
particular
just
reason.
leading on my assumptions and not either one asking questions.
Yeah, I
or
think
two
Fiddy took over there
thinking about
a
it.
bit.
Yeah,
and
a little bit. Yeah.
Instead of Roban, and I think you kind of got a little bit wibbly wobbly.
Crosswise.
So
Yeah.
I thought
But no, it's cool.
I better just step in and just railroad you a little bit to talk you back into what you were planning to do. Because
Yeah.
it looked like the rest of you were going, what? Why are we not doing that now?
Go to the fucking dips.
And one thing I did notice throughout that chat is you definitely should be at full fear because of our long rest.
Oh, yes, because you had a long rest, didn't you? I'll have all the fear again, because of what could possibly go wrong.
Full fear as we go into the dips.
Oh dear, that scares me.
I don't know what you mean. What could possibly go wrong? So, I hope you're enjoying.
Yes.
Confused as hell, but enjoying.
That is one of my aims, is to confuse and frighten.
And bamboozled.
Yes. I do like a bit of a bamboozle.
Oh, what a game that was on CFAX.
My lord. That was a while ago. Cool. Okay, so yes,
But yes, a lot of role playing, a lot of fights won. Do we level up?
No. Why would you do that? You don't need to level up, do you? Let's see what next time brings, shall we?
We
So-
kind of do. Yeah, next time if we survive.
If you survive, I'm sure you'll be fine. It
Uh-huh.
won't-
Sure, it'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong? Into a dangerous place filled with who knows what. And errant magic. And possibly somebody called Errand. You never know. So, we will be back here next week for the adventure going into the dips. We will also be here for on Tuesday for the
epilogue.
epilogue of the investigators. And I'm sure Martin has been inundated with lots of words, mainly from Jay, about
Two people.
about
Jay's one of them.
about
The
things.
long list of incomprehensible words that I sent.
I have some words that I will send you, but
Likewise.
there are not many, so you'll be pleased to hear.
Well, yeah, because Mazda died. So
Yeah, exactly.
All
But
combined there.
there's just a couple of bits that I'd like to sort of put into your head so that you have it.
Okie doke.
Cool. So, if you watched and you enjoyed it, I thank you very much. What a great person you are. In fact, all of you, you're all brilliant. What fun little creatures you are. Let's take you to the realm of fairy. No, we won't do that. So, if you didn't like it, however, well, you know what to do, right? By now, off you fuck.